Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
Today we're going over the film Godzilla 2000 Millennium.
About time. We're doing a movie I have seen a long time ago in the theaters, and it's an actual Godzilla movie.
Yeah, this is the actual first Japanese Godzilla I got to see in theaters. Because when I went to my original G-Fest, I got to see Destroy All Monsters. But I don't really count that.
Why not?
Yeah, and it's just not like actual brand new in theaters. Like, I've seen the movie before. Also, it was the first movie that I got to go see all by myself. Because my parents told me that they weren't going to go see it with me. Wah, wah, wah. Also, where's Gabra? I just noticed. Hey! That guy's from Universal Studios. Mother... As you guys will see, I'm starting to pack. Because our loan is, pretty much almost done. Please don't hurt me, I'm sorry.
I feel naked.
He said, well, if you could go dig them out of the box in the living room, you could probably get them. I have a giant box of just plushies.
It's okay.
The entire review just...
Okay, let's do it.
I need an adult.
The dark places I've been.
Take the Ranger, leave me alone. I'm not giving you Hulk Hogan.
Okay, I'll take Hulk Hogan.
No, you're not taking Hulk Hogan. He's got the Monster Musume shirt on. He's too important. Oh, you know what? Here.
Get out of here, GMK.
Yeah,
Nobody likes you.
You happy now? I had to pull them out of my box that he was in storage because I forgot to do a few pictures with them. But anyways, if you guys haven't seen the movie, tell them what it's about, Arnes.
Alright, so you want to know what the movie's about?
Sure.
People don't like Godzilla still. Big shocker. Alright?
Be crazy.
People find a flying rock in water. The rock flies. It goes places.
So is it like the never-ending story, just like riding out Falcor the entire time? Top of a giant rock.
Rock finds Godzilla's. Elects Godzilla cells. Godzilla can heal. So he shoots at Godzilla. Godzilla doesn't like to be shot at. So guess what Godzilla does?
Shoots it back?
That's the greatest atomic breath I've ever seen, dude.
You haven't seen Shin Godzilla.
And then the rock goes, wee, and gets stuck. And then stuff starts falling off the rock. And guess what it is?
Spaceship.
Ah!
Who knew?
I think I kind of gave it away when it was a flying rock.
Nah, it could have been like Earth's gravitation. It's a Godzilla movie. It could be whatever it could have been at that time. It could have been another giant monster. Spoiler. Because it was.
It was so weird when I first time I seen that. I was like, the hell is this? Is that an island?
When I went and saw it in theaters, I remember thinking that scene was pretty sweet. And I came back to it. And, man, that CG does not hold up for that spaceship. Or the octopus head thing? Looks like an Ultraman villain.
What was that thing?
It's the alien. And then it got affected by Godzilla cells. And then it became Orga.
That was so weird looking.
Yep, then Orga fights. Godzilla wins, of course. Then to the movie.
You know what really pisses me off about this movie? The actual monster doesn't show up to like last 20 minutes of the movie.
So it's like Godzilla 2014?
God, shut up for being right.
Success!
Well, no, that's not true. At least Godzilla is in this movie. It's not like
it's like it's like 2014 where you have Muto here and there. Just people were upset that it wasn't actually Godzilla. This one you have Godzilla here and there, and then you have the bad monster doesn't show up till really the end.
Oh, you know what part really, really bugged me? Is the part where they're like, bring up the screen when the ship lands on top of the building, and there's just like those. It looks like somebody's catching those little lines that's connected into the buildings where it's hacking it.
Because it kind of was.
I was like, what the hell?
But anyways, for the plot of the film, it's pretty by the numbers. Because,
If you've seen all the movies up to now, you know what it is.
Because at the beginning, you have the Godzilla Protection Network following Godzilla around. They're trying to learn from Godzilla, trying to coexist with him and see what he wants. Which I think is something that's a little bit different for what you see with a lot of the other Godzilla movies. Because for the most part, you don't really ever see people like studying Godzilla.
It's always just kill, kill, kill.
You're like, how do we beat it? How do we beat it? Every single time. This one, they're actually trying to like coincide with Godzilla.
He's here. We can't beat him. Trying to find a way to live with him.
Yep. But you also have the CCI trying to take out Godzilla with... They actually incorporated new military weapons that could actually hurt Godzilla in this movie.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's something that's a little bit different, because the only time we've really seen that really be effective was with the Super X's. And really the only one I would say that was truly effective was the first one.
Oh, yeah, because like when they show that part with the missiles, it goes through like 4 or 5 walls before it explodes, you know?
Yeah, and then even when it hits Godzilla, it like sends chunks flying.
I couldn't figure that out. Was that chunks of Godzilla or was that parts of the missile?
Those chunks of Godzilla, because that's what they take the pieces to analyze them later, and that's when the two have to work together, the two companies. But you find out like the main guys were actually former best friends, like they worked with each other. But they both kind of like veered in different directions.
They took the fork on a road
of life. Godzilla life. That's
Godzilla,
what it's all about.
Godzilla will make those changes in your life, you guys.
It's true. I used to have money.
Now you don't. Steve took the wrong road in the fork, huh? But it's okay, Steve. You believe in Godzilla, and he will lead you to Pat.
Please give me subscribers. I need views so bad. But for the most part of the movie, it's just a lot of trying to deal with Godzilla, which you see a lot. They just incorporate an alien scheme, which I do love, because you don't really see aliens too often in these. Like for the entire Heisei run, there are 0 aliens. I guess you can count Space Godzilla, but not really.
Yeah, because it's still Godzilla.
It's like it's from space, but you know, it just didn't really have that feel for me. Well, this one actually has a UFO and things flying around and shooting beams and stuff.
Flying island.
Yeah, he's not wrong. And for the most part, most of the characters I don't really find that bad.
No,
they're all pretty suitable.
For once, I don't mind a child in a movie.
Yeah, because the child's actually probably the most useful character in the film.
The father is... he's not that bad. Like, he's okay, you know. He knows what he's doing, at least. Which is a rarity in these movies.
Well, he's always seemed more like the kid in the film. To me.
That's why maybe we liked him.
Yeah, I guess the only person I could say that'd probably be an annoyance is maybe the news reporter.
The photographer?
Yeah, but then again, he's good looking.
Steve, don't take pictures. He's too close. Okay. Click, 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 click.
Oh, God. And I like, too, that with the giant monster, that it actually wants to deal with Godzilla. Because it wants to become Godzilla.
It eats him.
Well, tries to.
And
which is the first time you get to see something try to eat Godzilla. Which I can appreciate.
You know what that reminds me of? The Resident Evil, like, you know, when that thing came out of its mouth.
Yeah, or even like when we were talking about the thing with the ton flower, whatever. Yeah, it's sort of like that. I always thought that scene was pretty cool, which is one of the reasons why I really love the Kaiju. So for the plot, pretty basic, but overall I still really enjoyed it. And then for the Kaijus, we have Godzilla, which is one of my favorite suits in the entire series.
No, I dig this suit.
Not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. Because I really love all of these spiky protrusions on him with his dorsal spines. The scaling looks really cool because it's actually done more scale-like. And they moved away from the more wrinkling burn effect like you see on like the 54.
So, like, the whole scales and the spikes and everything, like, is he evolving or is this a new form of Godzilla?
No, it's just the way they took Godzilla for this film.
Okay, so...
it's not really like anything changed. Because actually, he's smaller than the Heisei series.
That's one thing I was going to bring up as a negative. He definitely seems a lot smaller in these movies, dude.
Yeah, he's not like as like physically imposing as the Heisei Godzilla. Like, can't really top Burning as being probably the scariest Godzilla of them all, I feel. Like, Shin was like more scared looking. But just like intimidation factor, I feel like Burning's probably the biggest. But I always really liked how they kind of harken back to, say, like the 1962 outfit, where his face is a little bit more reptilian than the other Godzillas, which is really cool. I'm actually really excited to be able to get the X Plus finally, because they're reissuing it and also having him in a different pose, which I'm going to get both. It's going to be great.
Of course you would.
Well, because I've been wanting like Monster Arts to put one out for the longest time, but we have the Yuji Sakai version. We have the concept version. I don't want the concept version. I think it's cool. I'd rather have the suit, though.
I want the real version.
Yep. That's why I'm going to pick up the X Plus. Because it looks awesome. Just like my Marmot. And he also has the second coolest beam in the series now. Because it like charges up and then explodes out of his mouth.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, so good looking. Until Shin Godzilla happened. Turn you, Shin Godzilla! And then we have good old Orga, which I got at my first time coming back to G-Fest as an adult. Because I've been wanting this guy forever. And I finally got him last year.
That thing is just a weird monster, dude. I can't, like, grasp the concept of it.
But he's so cool. He's got, like, giant gorilla hands. He's got 3 toes. He's got a tail. His head's cool. Shoots beams out of his shoulder.
The sense,
kind of like the Predator.
I can't understand the concept of it. Like, it's just... I feel like they just glued a bunch of parts and it worked.
They do have a lot going on with this guy.
And it worked for some odd reason.
Yeah, like, I always thought he was a really cool looking kaiju. You don't get to see him too much in the movie, but for the short amount of time you get to see him in the movie, it's definitely very noteworthy in the series. And he tried to eat Godzilla. What other monster? Like, maybe Biollante when he put his mouth in his head? That's really about it.
That's something I expect to come out of Alien Ship right there.
Yeah, like it's very reminiscent of the ship too, because especially with the shoulder cannon, and just if you take this parts off, it's not that far off. But yeah, I always thought he was a really cool looking kaiju and very alien. This is easily the most alien thing that Godzilla's had to fight.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't take it there. I think the cockroaches won.
Well, I mean that he fought. He didn't fight the cockroaches.
Close enough.
I like them, darn it.
Of course you would, Steve. Alright, so the special effects in this movie were horrendous. Alright, for being the 1999,
yeah,
they were really bad.
Or 2000 stateside.
Sorry, 2000 for us, 99 for over there. For the parts where they like use the suit for the Godzilla, it looks amazing. Whenever they do CG with Godzilla, it's really, really bad. There's a shot when they're driving away in the sunset and Godzilla's in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's definitely, you could tell, it's like a green screen kind of effect.
Yeah, it's really bad. Which, like, I don't understand that part. One scene, they're driving away and literally 10 seconds later, they drive up and Godzilla's in front of them.
Well, yeah, because they drive so fast. And Godzilla moves, like, for being a giant monster, he's still going to make a lot of ground for how slow he looks like he's walking.
What did he do? Jump 150 miles?
He's like Jason Voorhees. He walks everywhere, and he'll still beat you there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Yeah, God.
And then there's the part with the ship. Anytime the ship was flying was really bad.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That definitely hasn't hold up to nowadays standards. But then again, the beam effect is sweet. Like, all the special effects having to do with the attacks are done really well.
I was about to say that. Like, the beams... top notch.
Yeah, I thought the missiles were cool. Where the jets were flying at Godzilla and fly up, that's a little out of place looking.
Oh, when they all shot Godzilla once and it was like made a cone.
Like, it's cool looking, but not the best you've seen. But then again, it's not like these have like Hollywood budgets, so you win some, you lose some here. Probably the thing that really took me out of it though when I originally saw it was the introduction of the alien that turned into the giant octopus thing.
When it starts forming like the arms. And
yeah, when it's like, and then it's like, starts like twitching and then, it starts forming everything. It's cool, don't get me wrong. It's just not as pretty as I would like it to be. Like, I almost think I would have preferred it to have been like a suit and then start expanding and like the monster ripped out of it. I think would have been kind of cool. But then again, it'd be kind of hard to get rid of the skin, like what happened. But like, maybe like it molted.
Like, I give them props for what they did, but it was done poorly, though.
So anyways, to conclude this review, Godzilla 2000, I like the movie personally.
I like it. It was my cherry.
It was my first love. Can't say it was mine, but...
Oh, wait. It was my Japanese cherry, Steve.
Oh. How you doing? Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
But yeah, it's pretty much by the numbers plot, but overall pretty cool movie. But what do you guys think of Godzilla 2000? Please let us know in the comment section below and help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Boy.